Is Mean Girls as good as Zoolander? I don't know. I don't know about that question. I feel like Zoolander is like Zoolander. You know? Like, you know what I'm saying? But Mean Girls is definitely worth watching. It's so funny. You don't like Zoolander, Moody? Aw, man. Okay. We have a note here. Oh my god, you guys. This is like the first note in 2 seconds. Yeah, I would recommend watching it. It's funny in like... There's a lot of funny jokes in it. It's good. What's the premise of Mean Girls? Caddy from South Africa moves to America and assimilates with the normies, and chaos and humor ensue. Basically that. Okay, so October 22nd, 1899. Naturally, once bled, the product must be scalded, de-haired, and scraped ready for gambroling. An evisceration, wonderful. For this, we pass them through the steam reservoir, which is kept at a constant temperature by passing excess high-pressure venting from the engines via the boiler and a series of large copper pipes into a stone chamber just below the workhouse. At the center of the machine, there is a component that must be kept at a consistently low temperature, which controls operations of the processing of product throughout the system. Alongside this, refrigeration is of the utmost importance in retaining product quality, and this also requires heat to be removed from certain areas of the machine. Two problems are therefore combined into a single solution: the removal of heat from some areas and the requirements for increased heat in others. Conducting panels draw heat using the principles of convection, regulated by the boiler, and sending freezing air along one set of pipes in one direction, and superheating vapors in another. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you'll like it. I think you should watch it, though. It's not, like, meant to be for...
Is it dangerous allowing this filthy discharge to collect so close to the core?
We can use the flow to drive the turbines. There will always be a torrent of excreta flooding through these tunnels.
Excreta,
we can
yeah.
use this to supplement the steam production and ensure constancy.
God, the stench! This fecal matter is the true product of the age.
Alpha Plastic, Regina George, I like that. But, like, it's not like a love story, necessarily. It's like... How many... Oh, God. No! Oh, there's electricity on it, too. How many years old? It still has its own cult. Yeah. Yeah, I guarantee you, you will be happy you watched it. You may not necessarily like the movie. But I think you will be happier having seen it. And if you do like it, then welcome to the club. Yeah, it's not dumb. It's not like... I like Napoleon Dynamite. It's not dumb humor like Napoleon Dynamite. Oh, good. Wonderful. Like, it's... I mean, I don't want to go as far as to say it's intelligent humor, right? But, like, the jokes are good. The movie subject and, like, the way that they go about, like, presenting the movie is very good. Are we trapped now? No. Wanted to go check. Is this just like a stack of poop in the corner? Because I don't like that. Okay, so we were in here. God, no, I think. Okay, so we have to do something. I also thought Idiocracy was horrible. See, that's still like way more campy and like goof than Mean Girls. Mean Girls is like just like a legit movie for real. Like, it's not goofy like that at all. All over the place here? Yeah, I know. A lot of different interests. Yeah, I'm a goofball. Frozen is, like, definitely not a goofball. So we definitely have some different tastes in movies.
Fast, Amandus. Drain the waters. Open the way to the bilge pumps. We are waiting for you.
Is Mean Girls funny like Bridesmaids? I would say it's, like, similar to Bridesmaids. Like... Yeah, I think so. Like, not the same, it's not the same humor, obviously, but it's like the same kind of genre, if you will. Several of the older forms have breached their containment area and escaped into the sewers. They remind me of my limitations. This is no Helm, and I am no Elihu. I don't want any. Hold on a sec. Why? Are you guys drinking? No. Taking my peeps. Definitely prefer watching Mean Girls over Bridesmaids. Oh, wow. Alright. At least not quite yet. It is the heat generated from keeping the doorway between open that is to blame. We cannot simply pack them about with coolant as we do the center where the doorway is. Later versions are kept safe by the freezing temperature of those towers. Up here, where the air is hot and fetid, they become overheated, and their duality tears them asunder as the other place flies from their cells and their vitae splinters. They live sporadically, torn from one world to the other and back again in violent, unpredictable bursts. For a few seconds they are creatures of this world, then they are torn away and cease to have physical form. This vicious ripping back and forth between worlds has driven them quite insane. I have ordered the affected areas sealed and will not allow my loyal workers to enter. These are damned places now, the abode of failed experiments, ghosts of fear and spite. Let's see. Oh man, Kangaroo Jack! I forgot about Kangaroo Jack. Sluice 1, Sluice 2. The announcer in this reminds me of the announcer in Bioshock Infinite. Oh, interesting. Okay, we can't turn that. You don't like Sandra B? What? Sandra B? Sandra B is my life. She's so nice. Miss Congeniality, get on it. Get on Miss Congeniality ASAP. Okay, so is this thing in the water that thing that keeps like transitioning to and from this universe? Because I think so. We can't get into that anyway. Oh, is this new? This looks new. Look at a pig. I like that you can look at the baddies in this game. And you don't go crazy. I don't like that baddie at all, though. I hate invisible things. Alright, so we're back to the main gate again. Maybe something's open over here this time? Let's see. Whoa! Keanu Reeves. What do we have here?
But we can save them. We can set them free. We can replace a rotten old world with a clean new one.
Mr. Landis, you sound every bit the fanatic.
Well, how can I be otherwise, Professor? How can any man of ethics simply stand by and watch this world drown in its own excrement?
And your engineer, this visionary with whom you have embarked upon this course, does he share your views?
Indeed he does. Indeed he does. The poor fellow has seen it all before. Now, this is not the first great civilization he has wept for.
And so you set about
does
things
moves around,
immediately
huh?
upon your return.
Naturally. These things cannot be left to rot upon the tree. And sponsors were remarkably easy
God, I
to
hear
find.
somebody.
I tell you, Professor, a trail of green brings rich men to your door like pigs to truffles.
Oh, there he is. Look at him. Dipping around. Oh, what do we have here? Is this a lootable? Oh, it's a note. God. Alright. February 17th, 1899. And I said, "Look, my darlings, can you see it?" And they said, "Yes, Daddy, yes. We see it. A tall, weathered cap of a steep-sided pyramid. So like those of Egypt, stone falling away from the summit, vines crawling out about intertwined the stucco serpents that thrive about the steps. A palpable sense of stillness, a weight of forgotten, and this is where the king sat, and this is where the priests live. This house, this is the house of the dead. And here where the sun strikes, this is where they threw the hearts that were not consumed. No, my darlings, they most certainly were not savages, you see. They believed that the sky could fall on their heads, and they truly, truly believed that offering blood was the only way of stopping this from happening. Perhaps, my darling, perhaps they were mistaken altogether, or perhaps their tragedy was they could simply not spill blood enough to prevent the sky from falling in upon them. Alright. Okay, so we get sluice number 2 active. Love that. And that's the end of that. Yeah, see, I just want lootables, you guys. Notes are great. Also, how many millions of notes do we have to follow up on? Okay. With the Windows key, yeah, of course. I'm just gonna go to here. My mysterious friend is correct. The sewers are indeed flooded. To descend further, I will have to find the local sluice pumps to drop their water levels. The smell is almost unbearable. It makes me gag. Why should the saboteur have flooded the tunnels, though? What did he hope to achieve? Alright, so there you have that. Damn it, I have to read them all. Heady brew, I've the compound. It hisses, it steams, and in its container like some living thing. A witch's jelly to burn and corrode. The container is made from glass, a strange choice unless there is some particular reason why the metal that pervades everywhere else cannot be brought into contact with this so-called compound X. I should investigate further for clues. And the centrifuge, some form of bizarre mixing device for chemical compounds, and it positively reeks the foul fluids I've seen too often before. It is clearly a compound, some volatile bastard of 2 composite ingredients. Should wager I would find them close by. Let's see. Okay. So, sluice number 2, success. Now I can guarantee you we have to interact with... Oh, no, we don't. God, I hate the lightning. The electricidad. Vault 102. One of these insanities again. Bonk. Okay. And we turn you. Wait, no, come on. Did I screw it up? For some reason it's just taking a second. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Go, 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 go. I legit can't do anything. Did I break it? Nothing. I literally can't turn it off. I'm stuck. Oh, there we go. We have to turn it off. That's it. We don't have to turn anything off. I like to think that Sandra Bullock's gonna come out with like just the most terrifying, like insane, like psychological oh, what's happening here? Oh god, all the pigs are eating. Like psychological, mythical, sci-fi movie, and it's gonna blow all your socks off, and you're gonna tell me how much you love Sandra. We can open that now. This is the worst. This is like where they live, I guess. Can we just be friends? We don't have to fight. We can be friends with pig people. Here's a pig just chilling. Can we save him? If we save him, will he be our friend? I would easily save one of these pigs if they would be my friend, and then convince all the other evil pigs to be my friend. This game is just about us, like, saving all the pigs, and then them being our friends. Oh, this is... Oh! This is the music playing that sates them. Poor boy. See, that's so sad. Ooh, I smell some food happening. I want it. What's in this this one. I don't know if he's dead or just chilling on top of his cage. I like legit smell pizza rolls right now, and I've never wanted a pizza roll more in my entire life. God. Alright, here we go. So this is where they store the pig boys. And possibly girls, I don't know the gender. You're saying pizza rolls are yummy, or? Because I agree with you wholeheartedly, if so. Oh, the tubes are rotating. I don't like that. Don't. Oh, God. Oh, look at this fancy gate. Let's go around the other side. Ow. Alright, so there's at least a ladder here. Go down. What the heck? It won't let me climb down. Oh, I guess it will now. It didn't let me climb down for some reason for a second. God, I hate the tubes. And like, you're in just like a steam place. Like, can you imagine what's all going on here? What do you think? Do we go down the right one? Sure. Are we gonna have to go down multiple ladders? Because that's not cool. Also, one thing, I still wish that video games could somehow, like, put smell into existence. And you could, like, just smell how completely disgusting and terrible this place smells. Like, just to add to the horror, I can imagine it just smells absolutely terrible. Okay, so it looks like we're finally down to the bottom. Oh, this is a glowing door. That's ideal, isn't it? Glowing doors always seem to be a good thing. From tide to spine. And who is that third, that shadow, that spirit child in the background? That barely formed, that changeling, that almost lived, that never missed. Okay. Another one of these sound boys.
You seem to have undergone quite a profound conversion in Mexico, Mr. Mangan.
You could not have seen it yourself and not, Professor. As we disembarked, even through my fever, I saw the detritus of this so-called progress. I saw starvation and disease, rot and destruction polluting the waters of the Empire. We are ruiners, you and I, and all of us, and we make the world unclean.
And you took it upon yourself to act as Redeemer.
Professor, I would not be
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, the child's just zipping right down the way. Also, does anybody know how long this game is versus the first one? Because I feel like... I mean, I might not be that far. But it just feels like I'm kind of far. I don't know.
Ahead, the trickle to still waters. I dragged myself deeper into the temple, downward ever, towards a wind that held the voices of my children, beckoning me to set them free.
Okay. There's like weird blood over there. We can climb down this ladder. Perfect. Alright, and I think I saw one of those zappy invisible guys again. Not into it at all. Big chamber door. Did you do Amnesia Justine? Is that a game? I see. I literally didn't even know there was more than just Amnesia: The Darkest Descent. Or the... Why did that show up like that? I didn't know that there was anything other than Amnesia: The Dark Descent. So, like, if... Did you do... Yeah, if Amnesia Justine is a real thing, I am curious about what you're talking about. If it is not, then you trolled me. And you really got me. Okay. Where are we at? Give this a spinneroo. Literally every time I see something I can spin, I do it. The DLC for the first game, it's a separate plot. Is it worthwhile? Has anybody played it? Shorter than Dark Descent. Let's see. What exactly is happening? Wait, is it filling with water? Hey! Hey! Oh, there's another pig thing. I think I also read Amnesia 3 is coming out. Yeah, bro, do you know how long Amnesia, the pig machine town is? Curious. Oh, it opened this gate that I said was a gate. Those little ratties in there? Oh, I get sad for the ratties. Alright, so we made it through. Go to the right, because I love the right. This reminds me of, in Diablo 3, I think like towards the end when you're in heaven but it's all corrupted, there's like the 2 bridges that lead you across and then there's like a boss. I think at the end or... No! Oh god, there's 2 of them! Oh good. Oh good, 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 good. Go, 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 go. Never played this one, I heard pretty similar. Oh, okay. A bit shorter. So yeah, it just feels like I'm pretty far in the story already. Like I know about the pig people being experiments with Chemical X. I know they're trying to make the Powerpuff Girls with Chemical X. So, where are we at? Always take the right path, boys. I hate that I keep saying boys, fams. That's why I say fam a lot, because fam is everybody. Boys is boys, you know? I think that was actually... No, we can go up the stairs. Let's see. Let's learn what we're supposed to do first, and then go do it. Main pump controls. Alright. Can't open that, so that's what we're trying to open. We need, I don't know, some sort of rotational dealie, if this is what that is. And then there's a spinny, which we're gonna try to spin. We can't. Does this open? No. Okay, so we need some sort of like maybe engine or like gears. Let's now go to the other side where... Help? What the hell? I'm trapped in here now. A thing happened. No! Oh, this is the gear. Stupid. And then, oh, here's the other gear. Okay, so just kidding. We didn't have to go the other way. Or we might have to later, but... Bonk. And now can we give this a spinneroo? Also, I'm pretty sure a thing would spin if the gears weren't attached. It just wouldn't do anything, right? What's gonna happen? Spinning the giant gears. Permanently on. Oh, it opened this door again. Alright, so now we have to go down the other way. Alright. So we do that. Made it into the bloody cage zone. Slide down into the manure pit. Are we dead? What is this? I hate it! Oh no. When holding an object, you can click right mouse. What am I supposed to hold? This poop? Yeah. Oh, thank God. Oh, no. I threw the poop at it and it worked. I really didn't enjoy that one bit. Okay. So we're just back up here. What the heck? Was that just supposed to be like a trap or something? There's a note. My journal. Yeah, see, these keep happening and I can't handle it. The flood is drained, I have prevailed, the saboteur is beaten. My heart pounds with excitement even as my head spins and shudders in feverish anticipation. How this machine now throbs about me, sensing its rebirth is imminent. Final descent beckons me to enter. Final descent? As Lily once lay on our wedding bed and summoned me into manhood. Oh, why? So we're entering the descent similar to how we interacted in a sexual manner with her wife on our wedding evening. How delightful. So, I guess... Oh, don't do that! Well, we did that. Let's jump down. Oh yeah, I can see, look, now this is above water. That's, yeah, we're fine. What a comparison. Like, your children are stolen or lost in, like, a pool flood of, like, human remains. And then you're like, the final descent into the, like, terrifying machine. Just like when I had a very wonderful experience with my wife. It's so lovely. Alright, so now we're a pro at doing this, by the way. As soon as we apparently get steamed off here. Is that supposed to be like a cleansing steam or something? Open that, and then we can shut you off. It's still powered. What do we have here? Blueprints, the gear, doorway, chair. Nice. Right, so the doorway is glowing. The children dancing, the stairs are steep, the sun beating on his neck as he pulls them up. Veins pop on his forearms, but he cannot deviate. He is a man driven by love, only love.